Today we are talking about one of the biggest obstacles to learning Chinese.
The dreaded tones.
The tones.
Yes.
Ah. 你好，
Ni hao, YouTube. This is John.
我叫 Chris.
Welcome to Chinese Journey. Today, let's explore the Chinese tones. Tones are super important. It is the most important feature of Chinese language. It reflects on every word you say. If you don't take it serious, you are gonna always sound like an amateur.
As you begin your Chinese journey, it's super important to master the tones as soon as possible. It will pay off in the future. You can know all of the vocabulary, but if you don't know the tones that go with those words, you will not be able to effectively communicate. So
Yes.
you can be out in public and you can know how to say everything, you can know the vocabulary for what you're trying to say, but if you mispronounce the tones of those words, the people you're talking to will just stare at you.
Yeah, there can be 100 people in a room, but if you don't know tones, you can't communicate with each other.
You can only communicate with one of them.
And
and
that's
that's-
Bradley Cooper.
And that's not what you want for language. You want to be able to communicate with all 100 people.
Right. The reason you haven't mastered it is not because it's hard or you're not good at music. It's probably because you've been learning a confusing way. And that's why we made this video today. First, I want you to forget about the symbols. They're not beginner friendly and kind of misleading. Instead, I'm gonna teach tones in a more straightforward way. We call it CJ tone method.
The Chinese Journey tone method.
Yes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give each tone a interesting name. Keep them in mind because that's the key of this method. The names are first tone, robot tone, second tone, question tone, third tone, lowest tone, fourth tone, highest tone.
So that was first tone, robot tone, second tone, question tone, third tone, lowest tone,
Right.
fourth tone, highest tone.
But that's all you need to memorize of this whole method.
Now let's explore the tones in further detail. Tones! Tones! Tones!
First, I'm gonna use the same pinyin BA to illustrate, which are ba, 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 ba.
Ba, first tone, ba, second tone, ba, third tone, ba, fourth tone.
Very good. Let's start with the first one, the robot tone. Even though the artificial intelligence is still an imagination,
That's what you're
thanks to Hollywood, we all know what robots sound like. Hey Chris, can you say I love Chinese Journey in a robotic way?
I love Chinese Journey. I'm going
sound
to
like-
take over the world.
Cool.
Take me to your leader.
Who? That's exactly what robot tone sounds like. For example, the number 8 in Chinese is ba.
Ba.
Right. Oh, you already got it. Okay, let's look at some more phrases. For example, banana, 香蕉.
香蕉.
Correct.
So that's first tone, first tone.
Right. And iceberg, 冰山.
冰山.
Correct. The third one, Brazil, 巴西.
巴西. 你去过巴西吗?
没有, but I do want to go. The question tone is the easiest because every language has questions, therefore you have question tones. Still, let's use BA as examples. The word pull in Chinese is 把.
把.
Yes. Of all 4 tones, only the second tone rises. Other 3 tones, you say it with a steady, firm tone. Don't go up and down. Okay, then let's look at more common phrases. For example, the tug of war, 拔河.
把和.
Correct. And then the phrase anytime, 随时.
随时.
Yes, very good. The third tone is the trickiest. Remember the name I gave it?
Lowest tone.
Right. Focusing on that and forget about the quirky symbol. Okay. Again, let's use the pinyin BA as example. The word put in Chinese is ba.
Ba.
And also, when you have two third tone characters together, you turn the first character into second tone. For example, the most common one, 你好.
你好.
Right. Actually, they're both third tones. But when you say it, the first character turns into second tone.
So normally you say you is 你.
Yes, 你.
But when you say 你好.
你好.
你.
The rising. Yeah.
你好.
Right. Okay, let's look at more phrases. The first one, handle. 把手.
把手.
Yes. The second one, script. 脚本.
脚本.
Right. The third one, where. 哪里.
哪里.
The fourth one, 水果. Fruit.
水果. 你今天吃了水果吗？
我吃了香蕉。
香蕉. First,
Yes.
first. Now it's time for the final tone.
Yes, the highest tone. For example, the word father in Chinese is 爸.
Ba.
The fourth tone is pretty straightforward. You just say it with a high pitch, but not too loud. For example, the word give up is 放弃.
放弃.
Right. And the word error in Chinese is 错误.
错误.
Okay, enough with the boring explanations. Let's dive into the fun part. Quiz! Okay, Chris, now I'm gonna quiz you. I'm gonna say a few phrases and you tell me the tones of each characters. First one, 苹果.
苹果. Second, third.
The second one, 蜡烛.
蜡烛. Fourth, second.
Yes. The third one, 飞机.
飞机. First, first.
Another one, 牛奶.
牛奶. Second, third.
The last one, wine. 红酒.
红酒. Second, third.
That's it for the CJ tone method.
You know your tones.
Right. Some people might say there is fifth tone called neutral tone, but they're not used as frequent. So let's just focus on the four main tones today.
Master these four tones, practice them, practice them, practice them, and your Chinese journey will be much smoother.
You're not going to be an amateur anymore.
If you're practicing your Chinese characters and you're practicing reading, we have published a book. It tells a story. You might find the story interesting. It might be a love story. It might be a story of adventure and action. So we've included the link to our book down below. It is an ebook, and included in that purchase is a link to free downloads of audio recordings of John reading the audiobook.
Thanks for watching today, and as you continue your Chinese journey,
加油!
I can't see things. Why do you keep doing that? That's totally wrong.